Are you a Southpaw boxer who's tired of getting beaten to the punch by orthodox fighters? Do you struggle to find your angles? Feel like you're constantly playing defense, just can't seem to land that big left hand cleanly? It's a tough spot to be in, feeling like you're in a chess match where your opponent is always one step ahead. Well, in this video, I'm breaking down 3 killer combinations from beginner to advanced that will help you take control, create dominant angles, and really unleash your power. These aren't just flashy combos that look good on a heavy bag. They're battle-tested principles I've used myself to systematically break down orthodox opponents. We're going to turn your biggest weakness into your most powerful weapon. Let's get to it. Foundational concept: the battle for real estate. But hold on, before we get into the combos, we need to talk about the single most important rule in a Southpaw orthodox matchup: the war for foot position. And trust me, this isn't just some fancy coach speak, it's the strategic high ground that decides the entire fight. As a Southpaw, your right foot is forward, and your opponent's left foot is forward. This creates an open stance where your lead feet are practically begging to clash. Your number one job is to get your lead right foot on the outside of their lead left foot. Why does this matter so much? When you win that outside foot position, 2 game-changing things happen. First, you create a direct, unblocked highway for your left cross right to their chin. Their own shoulder is no longer in the way. Second, it automatically moves your head off the center line, putting your lead shoulder in the way of their power hand, the straight right. You can hit them clean, and they can't hit you clean. It's pretty much checkmate. On the flip side, if they get their lead foot outside of yours, you're the one in the firing line for their best punch. You'll feel jammed up, out of position, and constantly eating their straight right. Every single combo we're about to go over is built on winning this battle for real estate. It's the key that unlocks everything. Section 1. The beginner combo. The foundational 1-2 or jab cross. First up, the bedrock of all Southpaw offense, the simple, timeless, and brutally effective 1-2 or jab cross. It's a staple for a reason. You see it in the arsenals of legends from Manny Pacquiao to Vaza Lomachenko. This is your go-to for controlling the fight, finding your range, and delivering that power. So how do we do it right? The 1 is your lead right jab. As a Southpaw, your jab is special. It's not just for finding distance, it's a tool to blind your opponent and control their lead hand. When you throw your jab, you're in a constant duel with their jab. Your goal is to be quicker and use it as a smokescreen to win that foot battle we just talked about. The mechanics are everything. From your stance, chin down, hands up. When you fire that jab, take a small, sharp step forward and to the right with your lead foot. The goal isn't just to land the punch, it's to land your foot outside of theirs as you connect. That step sets up the whole thing. It takes you out of the path of their counter and lines up your power shot. The 2 is your power hand, the left cross, the punch every orthodox fighter dreads. After getting outside foot position with your jab, your left hand now has a wide open lane. As you snap the jab back, drive off the ball of your back foot and rotate your hips clockwise like you mean it. Your shoulder, hip, and heel should all turn together, putting all that energy into the punch. Your head should naturally slip off the center line as you throw, making you an even tougher target. Let's picture it. You see an opening. You fire the jab, stepping right to get that outside foot. Your punch fills their vision. Before they can even think, you launch the left cross right down the pipe. It lands, and you're immediately exiting to your right, away from their power hand, or resetting at a safe distance. Get on the heavy bag and drill this for 30 to 60-second bursts. Start slow, feel the movement, step on the jab, pivot on the cross. Then pick up the speed. It should feel like one fluid, whip-like motion. Once you perfect this combo, you can control the entire fight and make your opponent pay for every little mistake. Section 2. The intermediate combo, the guard breaker, 1-2B 3-2. Alright, so you've got the 1-2 down, but what happens when you face a smarter opponent? They'll adapt. They'll know your left hand is coming, so they'll shell up, tuck their chin, and brace for it. Your job is to make that defense totally worthless. This is where our intermediate combo comes in. The jab, cross to the body, lead hook, cross to the head. This combination is a masterclass in breaking down a tight guard. The whole point is to force a defensive reaction that creates the exact opening you want. It's a trap in simple terms. Let's break down how it works. You start with the 1, your right jab, to get their attention and measure the distance. But here's the twist. The 2B is a straight left to the body. You're gonna drop your level slightly by bending your knees and drive that left hand straight into their solar plexus or gut. What does that do? It forces an instant gut reaction. To protect their body, they'll drop their right elbow. The second they do that, you've got them. That lowered elbow just left the entire right side of their head wide open. Now for the 3, your lead right hook. Because you stepped in for the body shot, you're in the perfect spot for a tight, powerful hook. While they're still thinking about that body shot, you pivot on your lead foot and whip a sharp right hook around their now compromised guard. It's a sneaky punch they almost never see coming from a southpaw. And you finish it off with another 2, a final left cross to the head. That hook might have stunned them, or at least made them flinch, leaving the middle open again. You follow it up with one last hard left cross right down Main Street to capitalize on the chaos you created. So the whole sequence is jab to the head to blind them, drop levels and smash across to the body. As their elbow drops, whip a hook to their exposed head, and before they can even register what happened, fire a final left cross to finish the job. It's a 4-punch combo that takes a bit more gas in the tank, but man is it effective. It teaches you to think 2 steps ahead, using one punch to set up the next, and to systematically dismantle even the tightest defense. Hey, if you're getting some real value out of this breakdown, and you're ready to level up your southpaw game, do me a solid and smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button so you don't miss out on more deep dive technical guides just like this one. It really helps the channel out. Alright, let's get to the fun stuff, the advanced combo. Section 3, the advanced combo, the counterfighter's dream, slip 2-3-2. The first 2 combos were all about bringing the fight to them, but this last one, it's a whole different beast. This is a defensive masterpiece that turns your opponent's aggression into their own undoing. We're talking about the slip, cross, hook, cross, a sequence for the thinking fighter. This combo is all about the counter. You unleash it the second your orthodox opponent commits to throwing their go-to weapon, the straight right. Instead of just blocking or backing up, you're gonna make them pay for it. Here's the trigger. You're in range and you see them loading up that right hand. As the punch flies, you slip to your right. This is a slick, subtle movement, not a big duck or lean. Just rotate your torso and dip your head enough for the punch to fly right over your left shoulder. This one move does 2 critical things. It gets you out of danger and loads up all your weight on your back leg, coiling your body like a spring for a massive counter. The instant their punch is past you, you're in the perfect spot to unload. You immediately fire your 2, the left cross. Because you slip to the outside, you've got a wide open shot at their chin while they're completely exposed. But we're not done. A good fighter always layers their attacks. After your cross lands, their head is probably snapped to the side, exposing their jaw to a 3, your lead right hook. You follow up the cross with a quick stinging right hook that they never see coming from a southpaw. And for the grand finale, another 2. The hook will often stumble or straighten up right into the path of your final left cross, which you deliver with everything you've got. The sequence is slip, cross, hook, cross. It's a fluid, it's brutal, and it is incredibly effective. The key here is timing and having the confidence to pull the trigger. You can't be timid. You have to drill that slip until it's pure instinct. Shadowbox it. Work it on the pads with a partner throwing a slow, straight right. Get the rhythm down. Slip, then explode with that 3-punch counter. Once you master this, you become an orthodox fighter's worst nightmare. They'll be terrified to throw their power hand, knowing that every time they do, they risk walking straight into a fight-ending combination. Alright, there you have it. 3 essential combinations that will completely change your southpaw boxing game. We started with the foundational 1-2, your tool for controlling the fight and landing your power. We leveled up to the 1-2B 3-2, the guard breaker you'll use to surgically pick apart a defensive opponent. And we finished with the advanced slip 2-3-2, a nasty counter that turns their biggest weapon against them. Remember, the goal isn't just to memorize these, it's to understand why they work. Each one is a specific answer to a problem you'll face against an orthodox opponent. So, take these to the gym, start slow in the bag and get the form perfect, then move to the pads, and finally start working them into your sparring. Master these, and you'll stop reacting to your opponent and start making them react to you. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 combos are you most hyped to try out first? The classic 1-2, the tricky guard breaker, or that slick slip and counter? Drop a comment below and let me know. I read every single one. Train smart, stay ready, and I'll see you in the next one.